Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Son of Stars and welcome to today's reading. This is not gonna be a pick a card reading, this is going to be a collective reading. So if you're usually here for pick a card readings, this might not be your reading, but maybe you also feel super duper drawn to the title and you don't know why, or you just have a feeling that you should watch this reading, or it keeps popping up on your feed, then your spirit guides might be trying to tell you that this video is significant for you to watch. Although it might not be a pick a card reading if you're used to pick a card readings, but yeah, welcome. Welcome guys, this is gonna be a collective reading. Okay, so we're just gonna look at what your spirit guides, your ancestors want you to know right now. I've been asking them what they want me to talk about with you guys, with the collective. Okay, so everybody who clicked on this video, everybody that felt drawn to it, or maybe again your spirit guides have been harassing you to watch this video, because I sometimes see comments where people say like, I didn't want to click on this video but it kept like popping up, so maybe someone here can relate to it. Okay, yeah, so let's see what's happening. Let me show you the cards. Okay, because I was asking your spirit guides like, what do you guys want me to tell the collective? You know, what is happening, what is going on behind the scenes, what is the energy that is surrounding you guys? Okay, so we have the card, you deserve those flowers, your love life is about to become interesting, get ready. So I already knew this is gonna be about love, you know. I'm hearing you can run but you wait, I'm hearing the song you can run, you can hide, but you can't escape my love. So maybe you've heard that song or something like that, or maybe you also have noticed that you cannot escape love songs, because I'm hearing, and I'm so sick of love songs, so tired of tears, so done with wishing you were still here. So for some of you guys, you could have noticed like wherever you go there's like love songs or whatever, or you feel like you're haunted by love songs or something like that, or you could be feeling like you're haunted by a particular love song, like wherever you go there's a love song playing, it's like always the same love song. Okay, or again you could have like been listening to the song recently, like Lovesick, or what is it called, by Neo, and the other one I don't know what it is called, but it says you can run, you can hide, but you can't escape my love, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, I'm also hearing runaway bride, like I'm hearing runaway bride or runaway love. So you could have also been like, I don't know, you could have seen those signs. You know what, let's actually talk about signs and synchronicities that you could have seen that lets you know that this reading is really for you, because I feel like I have to like talk about it. So again, for some of you guys, you could have noticed that there's a particular love song that is following you wherever you go, or you've noticed like the last week you keep hearing a particular, or you hear like very old love songs, they pop up in your feed, or I don't know, wherever you go you're somehow surrounded by like, I'm being brought to the energy where you might be surrounded by like signs and synchronicities that are connected to love. For example, you could be, you know, dreaming of roses, or you could be dreaming of like receiving a rose, or you maybe have been gifted a rose lately by a stranger, something about where you receive signs connected to roses or to some type of like particular love song. But again, I'm also hearing runaway bride. What is it called? Isn't there like a I'm hearing pretty woman walking down the street, pretty woman. So again, you could have like heard those songs, or you will hear those songs very shortly after this reading, just to let you guys know this reading really is for you. Okay, some of you guys, I'm also hearing, before we dive into what is going on with your love life or what is about to happen in your love life, that kind of like where your spirit guides are telling you, get ready, your love life is about to get interesting, or there's a lot of stuff about to happen in your love life. I'm also hearing like a side message where your spirit guides want you to know they talk to you a lot through music right now. You know, right now in this stage in your life, they could be talking to you a lot through music, or you're meeting musicians, or you could have a spirit guide around you that really loved music, or they really loved dancing or something like that, or they were a musician. For some of you guys, you have a spirit guide or an ancestor around you that loves music, so they talk to you through music, because every ancestor and every spirit guide has a unique character. For some of you guys, you could actually have a new spirit guide around you right now, and they talk to you through music. Okay, they could talk to you through music, or they talk to you through like music in a different language, is what I'm picking up here even. Okay, so pay close attention to the music that you are about to hear in your surroundings, because there's a spirit guide again, they either have been a musician in past life, or something about where this spirit guide or this ancestor is deeply connected to music, so they express themselves through music is what I'm picking up here. So that's what they want you to know. Like, if you have any questions about life, about whatever, not just your love life, but just in general, pay close attention to the songs that are being played around you, okay, that catch your attention, where you feel like you're haunted by a particular song, okay? Because when I look at that energy, this to me looks like a person who, to be honest with you, yeah, with the microphone and stuff like that, I feel like this is like a person creating music here. Okay, to be honest with you. But let's see what's happening here, okay, guys? What is happening with your love life? What is this about? So it says you deserve those flowers. Your love life is about to become interesting. Get ready. Okay, so your spirit guides could be trying to tell you that it's time for you to get ready for something, or something big is about to happen in your love life, or they want to prepare you mentally or physically or emotionally for what is about to happen. We also have the 4th house here, and we have the card, it will soon all make sense. Full circle moments are within reach. Okay, now the 4th house talks about your home, your residence, where you live at, what your home looks like, okay, or what you call home, or feeling like you are at home. Oh yeah, the 4th house also talks about ancestors and your roots, like your family tree, your ancestors and your roots. So again, we have to dive into what this is all about. And then we also have the card, it will soon all make sense. For circle moments are within reach. And if you look at this card right here, you see like a green light, like a green traffic light here, okay? So there could also be something going on with where you know that this reading is for you when you have been followed by, I don't know, like a green light. Maybe you had a dream of a green light, or something weird happened at a traffic light, or something about where you received a big sign at a traffic light or something like that. I don't really know what that means. I'm also seeing something about a bird in a traffic light, and I don't really know what that means, okay? Something about you had a weird encounter with a bird at a traffic light, or something at a traffic light, or you had like a epiphany while you were crossing the streets or in front of a traffic light, or something about a green light, a dream of a green light, or being followed by green light energy, and I don't really know what that means, okay? Let's see, I just want to get a few cards to let you guys know, like, this is just a confirmation that this reading is really for you, or like, yeah, this collective reading really is for you. How will my collective know that this reading is really for them? Or again, you might see those signs shortly after this reading, okay? Something about butterflies, okay? Something about if you have a tattoo of a butterfly, or you have been followed by the symbolism of a butterfly, like more than usual, or I don't know, there's a particular butterfly that keeps flying to you, or that keeps flying to your balcony or whatever, okay? For some of you guys, it could be raining or super cloudy where you're at right now, or there could be like a storm warning around you right now, okay? That's how you know that this reading really is for you. How will my collective know this reading is for them? What signs? You could have also received signs connected to mice. I don't know if you've seen a mouse today, or if you had a dream of a mouse, or yeah, for some of you guys, there was a weird situation going on with a stranger, where a stranger was like gifting you like flowers, or a stranger was like telling you about how they met their love of their life. Okay, something about your love life, because it says a meeting with a stranger could be important, and a handshake. So there could have also been like a very interesting, you recently had a very interesting encounter with a stranger where they talked about how a marriage will last for out of nowhere, or they talked about like how they met the love of their life, or they talked about like how you would know that someone is the one for you, like out of freaking nowhere. Or again, for others of you, this is about to happen shortly after this reading, and that's how you would know this reading really is for you, or this message really was for you, okay? I'm also seeing the angel number 888 for some reason. Okay, let me see. Before we tap into the actual reading, okay, I just want to see. Okay, ooh, we also have carrots here. So some of you guys, you could be eating carrots right now, or a carrot cake, or yeah, something about a carrot cake could be significant, or planting carrots. Okay, let's see, how will my collective know this reading is for them? Again, for others of you, if nothing of that resonates, just wait until you watch the reading and let a couple days pass, and there's going to be a sign, okay, if this really is your reading. Okay, let's see. I'm also seeing the color orange. Someone you could be wearing the color orange right now. Okay. How will my collective know this reading is for them? Okay, somebody is watching me at work on their lunch break. That's what I'm seeing here. For some of you guys, you recently bought a new bag, or you are planning to go to the shopping mall to get a new bag or something like that. Okay. Someone, you also recently bought a new wallet, or you're planning to buy a new wallet. Okay. I'm seeing something about like a store that that is selling leather stuff, like leather belts and leather bags and like leather wallets and stuff like that. For some odd reason, I'm being brought to that. Okay. Or something about a tailor. Maybe you recently went to a tailor to get something tailor-made, or to repair your shoes at a place or something like that. And for others of you, you have a strong urge right now to dance. Okay, for some odd reason. Okay, for others of you, you could have gone back to practicing dancing where you used to dance a lot. I don't know if you've literally done it as a hobby, where you were dancing ballet, or you were dancing whatever, like hip hop dance or whatever, where you recently felt called to go back to dancing. Okay, or you recently like picked up like an old practice is what I'm picking up here, but it could have something to do with like dancing or music or singing or songwriting, or even if it's not you picking it back up, you just have noticed like recently you are very much like you have the urge to go dancing, you have the urge to go out and like dance and shake your hips and stuff like that, or you have the urge to like create music or to write songs and something like that. Okay, is what I'm picking up here as well. Just a confirmation that this is really your reading. Now let's talk about what is happening. So your spirit guides want you to know that something big is about to happen in your love life. Okay, let me show you the other cards, okay? Because this is going to get interesting. We have here, sometimes I just watch you secretly and feel so lucky, like when you sleep or from the window. Okay, so someone could be watching you right now very closely. They could be watching you at work, they could be watching your social media, they could be watching you while you work on something, they could be watching you at a restaurant, at a cafe. I feel like you have, for some of you guys, you know who I'm talking about, where you know that someone is in your energy because you already had a dream of them, or you already know who I'm talking about, where you already had a feeling like they're watching you. Okay, for others of you, you have no freaking idea who I'm talking about, but you're being watched right now. And whoever this person is that is watching you, look at that energy here. Okay, watching you. I'm hearing the song by Chris Brown where he says like, you're looking in from the outside, you cannot even get in. Okay, so someone could have like seen you from a window, may that be at a restaurant, at a coffee shop, may that be at a bar or whatever, you recently went out with your girls or whatever, something like that. Okay, there's someone watching you. Okay, so for anybody who clicked on this reading, someone is watching you. For some of you guys, you know who I'm talking about because you have noticed that they watch you, like you have noticed like they have an eye on you, or they look at you, or you have been like asking yourself like, am I delusional, or does this person have a crush on me because they keep looking at me? Okay, now for others of you, you know who I'm talking about because you recently like met someone. Okay, and there was a spark between the two of you, but for whatever reason you had to like separate, or for whatever reason you stopped talking to them, they stopped talking to you. For whatever reason, like the connection didn't get off the ground, but there was initially like a strong spark, and you're still wondering like why you felt so strongly about this person, kind of like where you're still confused about an encounter with a stranger. Like you met a stranger, yeah, that's why we had a handshake, where you had a magical encounter with a stranger. For some of you guys, this could have happened recently. Okay, and you felt like a spark, or you felt like something was magical about this, but then they vanished, or I don't know, you've never seen them again, because we have the moon card here. So this is telling me like there's some type of mystery around like a meeting, there's some type of mystery around like why you feel so strongly about someone, or why you keep having dreams of someone, why you keep seeing someone's face or name or something like that everywhere you go. Okay, and again, for others of you, if that does not resonate, someone is watching you. Okay, or it could be both. If it's not that, someone is watching you with the moon card. It's kind of like a person that is hidden, but you kind of like where they're somehow in your surroundings and they're watching you. Okay, you have not yet noticed them is what I'm hearing. You have not yet noticed this person for some of you guys. Okay, So there's someone at a distance, or they have seen you at a distance, or kind of like you could be going to a place very often and that's where they see you all the time. For example, you always go to the gym. Maybe they already noticed like you at the gym. Okay, it's gonna be different for all of you guys. Let's see where this person has been seeing you, or where this person's watching you. Where is this person that is interested in my collective watching them? Because I'm curious. Someone is watching you and they're thinking about like they're thinking about like approaching you. Like I'm seeing someone here coming to you with a rose, like coming to you with a bouquet of flowers or a bouquet of roses. This could be metaphorically or this could be literally, okay? Where they think about how they can woo you, or they kind of like where they analyze you from afar to kind of like figure out like what you like and what you don't like, or like, I don't know, something like that. Someone is watching you. They could be thinking about whether or not you are in a relationship. They try to figure out like if you are in a relationship before they even approach you, but someone is watching you secretly, okay? Someone is like watching you. Yeah, look at that. We have the Sun card here. So this person could be watching you at a park or at a garden that you always go to, or that you frequently go to, or kind of like a flower shop. You always go to some type of like flower shop where you buy your flowers, and this person could be living in that area, so they see you often. Like every time you get flowers from that flower store, they see you, or they see you very often because they could be living close to a flower store that you always go to. Okay, for others of you, this person has been watching you while you took pictures of nature. Maybe you are a photographer, or they could be a photographer, this person that is watching you. Okay, let's see. Who is watching I keep saying pile. Who's watching my collective, or where have they spotted my collective? Okay, for some of you guys, they see you at a bus, or they see you at a train station or at a bus station all the time, so they know like what train or what bus station you leave at, or something like that, or which train or bus station you always take. Okay, so you could have also had like a strong eye contact with someone at a train or at a bus station, and you thought, oh, he's cute, oh, she's cute, but nothing happened. Okay, this could also be this person as well. Yeah, for some of you guys, it's definitely a coffee shop. Okay, you could have been outside with your friends recently at a coffee shop, at a bar or something like that. Okay, and that's where they have seen you. Someone saw you somewhere, and ever since they saw you, they cannot get you out of their head. I'm hearing, I just can't get you out of my head. Yeah, they cannot get you out of your head, out of their head. That's why we have the head here. Do you see that? Someone cannot get you out of their head is what I'm hearing. Okay, I'm also hearing the other song. What is the song? Yeah, I'm hey lady, hear me tonight, 'cause my feeling is just so right as we dance by the moonlight, because we have the moon here. Can't you see you're my daylight? And then it says, lady, I just feel like I won't get you out of my mind. So some of you, like, they cannot get you out of their mind. Like they saw you and they thought, oh no, I'm not gonna approach her, I'm not gonna approach him, like whatever, you know, I'm not gonna do it. But they keep thinking about you, or they keep like, they might even have dreams of you or something like that. Ever since they've seen you, they could have had a dream or something like that. Okay, is what I'm picking up here, and that's why they cannot forget you, because they literally had a dream of you, and it's like it was a very mysterious dream. So now they feel like they need to get to know you. Someone feels like they need to get to know you because there's some type of mystery around you, or they feel like you are very mysterious, where you appear and disappear, like you came in and then you vanished or something like that. Okay, yeah, I'm being brought to, you guys know that whole situation with like I don't know, was it with the runaway bride? It's kind of like the woman that runs away, right? That is like always running away from relationships, or for example, Cinderella, when she's running away from the prince, or something about where they feel like they didn't even got to know your name. You were just running away, or you were kind of like where they wanted to approach you, but you were like as quick on your feet, and you were like super busy, and you were like running to the train station, or you were running to the bus, and that's how they like, that's the last time they saw you. Something about that is what I'm picking up here. Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, they could feel like their intuition is telling them they need to get to know you. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, whoever this person is, let's see. Okay, yeah, for some of you guys, they definitely saw you with your friends. You were either, I'm also saying you were getting some boba tea or something like that, or you were outside with your friends and that's where they saw you. Okay, kind of like where you got some drinks with your friends or something like that. This could have happened recently. Okay, let's see. Where has this person seen my collective? Yeah, for some of you guys, they could have watched you painting something in a garden or in a park. Okay, or at a coffee shop, you were like painting something, okay? Or you were creating something, like maybe even digital art at a coffee shop or something like that. Yeah, for others of you, hearing that this person watched you drink lemonade, or this could actually literally be a waiter or a waitress that was serving you, that cannot get you out of their head or something like that, or they're like interested in you, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so let's see. Let's find out more. I'm intrigued. Okay, I'm a sucker for love stories, especially the ones that are like mysterious and like plot twists and stuff like that. For me, for example, I'm just going to talk a little bit to you guys. I have noticed that I don't like things that are too perfect. Like, I don't like things that are too perfect. I like a little bit of a plot twist, and I like a little bit of a story, or like a backstory, or I like a little bit of a mystery. Like, I don't want things to be like too perfect. It's just me, okay? I just have noticed that. Who this person is. Okay, let's get a few more cards. There's something going on with, you might go to a place, and wherever you go, like you frequently go to a place, and this person could be living close to that place that you frequently go to, because with the 4th house, it talks about a home type of situation. Okay, especially with the 10 of rings here. Oh yes, with the 10 of rings here. Okay, do you see that? It's kind of like a home type of situation. Then we have a door here, and here we have a window. So you could be at a person's place frequently. Like, you don't know that this person lives there, but you could be always getting some type of lemonade at like a specific place, or you could be taking pictures at a specific place. Like, you go there to work on your art or work on your photography, and that this person could be living there, is what I'm picking up here for some of you guys, and that's why they frequently see you. Okay, is what I'm picking up here, because I want to say, like, I feel like you haven't noticed, and that for some of you guys, you know who I'm talking about, because you already had the encounter of like eye contact, or there was a spark, or like you were like you felt like there was something mysterious, or something like a mysterious energy between that, like that is connected to that meeting. Like, the way that you met was mysterious, or like different, or like weird, or it felt synchronistic, or like you just felt like, I don't know, like I'm curious about that person. I don't know why, okay? For others of you, this is how this person feels about you right now, okay? Look at that energy. We just got the card, trust the intelligence of the universe, supernatural energies around you. So there's some type of supernatural energy that is surrounding a meeting with a stranger. They maybe felt supernatural energy when they first looked at you, or when they first heard your voice, or something like that, okay? And that's the person that is kind of like behind the scenes looking at you. They're behind the scenes, like thinking about like how they're going to approach you, because they could be very nervous to approach you, and that's why they haven't done it yet, but they're watching you, or they're like waiting for the next opportunity to approach you, okay? For others of you, again, there was some type of like energy of where, some type of supernatural energy between you and a stranger that you recently met, that you recently got to know, okay? And for whatever reason, I don't know why, maybe you didn't exchange numbers, maybe you, somehow it didn't get off the ground. Like, I don't know why, but something was like in the middle that you couldn't fully explore the connection, is what I'm picking up here. I don't really know why, okay? But there's like this person, someone is still thinking about you. So if you had like a very supernatural encounter with a person, like the way that you met was like very magical, or like very like, it felt different. It felt like otherworldly, the way that you met, or the eye contact, or the conversation. This person cannot forget you. So something about where this person cannot forget you, maybe they feel like it was a missed opportunity because they didn't ask you for your number, or they didn't ask you out to meet with them, or do you know what I mean, like where they didn't ask you something, and because they didn't ask you something, they lay in bed awake thinking about it, you know? They keep thinking about what if, and they keep thinking about you, is what I'm picking up here, okay? Let's see, who is this person that is watching my collective? What is going on here? Let's get a few cards who this person is that is watching you. Okay, or that is still thinking about you, or they cannot like get you off of their mind. So this person could have brown eyes. Something about the angel number 222 and 666. Okay. So maybe you saw the angel number 222 when this person was around, or the angel number 666. We also have a hairdresser here, so this person could be a hairdresser that is watching you. Here we also have another person in your energy. We also have a troublemaker that is watching you. Get the F out of this reading. But yeah, we also have a troublemaker that is watching you. Okay. We also have you someone with a red or white baseball cap. Okay. Let's see. Who's this person that is watching my collective? Yeah, this person was, for some of you guys, this person did not approach you yet because they were trying to figure out if you are in a relationship or not. They didn't want to get into any trouble with like another dude or another girl is what I'm picking up here too. They could have a trauma of like being in a third party situation, and then all of a sudden they're like, someone wants to beat them up or whatever, because with the 10 of Pentacles it talks about a solid relationship here, and then with the 9 of Swords it's kind of like someone is like worried about it, like yeah, this person could be trying to look at your hands, or they could be trying to get close enough to you to look at your hands to see whether or not you are like married or whatever, kind of like to look at your hands, like if you wear a ring or something like that, or they're watching you for a couple of weeks to see like if someone is gonna if your boyfriend is gonna appear somewhere. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. This person is very careful with like approaching women or men that are taken, because they could have like a very bad experience with like approaching someone and then being in like a very bad situation, something like that, or where the boyfriend or someone wants to beat them up because they are, you know, like they approached someone is what I'm picking up here. I feel like this person is also very polite, like they're not the type of person to be a homewrecker. They take a lot of pride in not doing stuff like that. So they take a long time to like approach someone because they could feel like you are in a relationship for whatever reason, but something is also telling them that you are not in a relationship is what I'm picking up here. So I don't know, okay? They could have, for example, seen you smiling at your phone and they think, oh, maybe you talk to your boyfriend. It says they have big eyes, so this could be a person with big eyes, with brown eyes. This could be a person that works at a hair salon or a hairdresser, or maybe you've seen them at a hairdresser or something like that for the first time. Let's see. I'm also seeing this person is going to the hairdresser, like they're trying to clean up, like I don't know, they feel like they could be looking at you and they could feel like you're always like put together, or there's something about where I don't know, they feel like there's something very special about you. So they want to, I don't know how to explain that energy, but they feel like they want to get ready before they like come to you, or something about where this person is going to the hairdresser right now. They want to clean up or whatever before they like approach you is what I'm picking up here. Let's see, who is this person that is watching my collective? What is going on? It says they like to wear the color red. So when this person approaches you, they could be wearing the color red. They could be wearing a red baseball cap. They could be wearing a red t-shirt. They could be wearing a red jacket. You know, that's how you will know who I'm talking about. Something about the color red. Like when you see them the next time, they will wear the color red is what I'm picking up here. Okay. It says don't judge a book by its cover, you see. That's what I'm picking up here. They could feel like they judged you by your cover, kind of like where they thought you are like, I don't know, they feel like they misjudged you, and that's why they didn't approach you the first time. For some of you guys, or for others of you, you're not going to see this coming. Okay, it says don't judge a book by its cover, so it's almost like you might be even surprised that this person has a crush on you, because maybe it's an opposite attract type of situation, kind of like you are attracted to them, but you never knew that they would be attracted to you, kind of like where you're like a little bit like shocked about them being attracted to you, because I don't know, like they could look very different from the men or the women that approached you in the past. So you could notice that you attract different kinds of women and men nowadays compared to the people that were attracted to you like in the past. Okay. Oh, your spirit guides want you to know, don't judge a book by its cover when this person approaches you. Okay, something about, I feel like it's going to catch you off guard with the 9 of Swords, okay? Or again, you haven't noticed them because they're like calm and silent, and they're like more of an observer, okay? We also have nice cheekbones or a nice jawline, so this person could have nice cheekbones or like a nice jawline. Okay, let's see, who is this person? It's like your spirit guides wanting you to know your, oh my god, it says this connection is a blessing. I fucking knew it. I wanted to say it like, because we have the card you're calling in your soulmate, so your spirit guides want you to know like, you manifesting your soulmate is already in the works. This person, you manifesting your soulmate is already manifested. So this person's already watching you, they just haven't approached you yet. Okay, it says connection is a blessing. So this is going to be a very special connection between you and them. Oh my god, it says an angel is around you. So there's an angel that is like around this connection. There's an angel pushing this person to approach you. okay? Or there's an angel that kind of like was pushing them to look at you, or was like kind of like what, or they could have felt like there was angelic energy around you when they saw you for the first time. Like I'm hearing the song Slow Down, I just wanna get to know you, but don't turn around, cause the pretty round thing was good to me. When you do hear that song in the upcoming days, or you notice that you're followed by that song, this is definitely your reading, because in that reading, didn't the girl have a tattoo of a butterfly? And didn't I talk about butterfly symbolism? There we go. Okay. I saw you walking down the Melrose. You looked like an angel straight out of heaven, girl. Okay, so they could feel like there was some type of like angelic energy around you, or there was like a white light around you when they saw you, or I don't know, like it's like the energy of like, I don't know, they could feel like there was something about you. There was something about you, and they need to find out what that something is. They know there is something about you. Yeah, I'm hearing there's something about her, and I don't know what it is, okay? Or again, there's an angel or a spirit that is surrounding that connection here, okay? There's an angel or a spirit that is like, that made them aware of you, kind of like when you were sitting in a corner doing your thing, and then there was like an angel whispering into this person's ear, and then they looked at you. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm picking up. So you could have an angel of love or an angel of like soulmate energy around you at this time. Okay, let's see, who is this person? We have a sugar baby here, their name or birthday everywhere. Okay, so for some of you guys, you know who this person is that is watching you, because you see this person's name or birthday everywhere you go. That's how you will know that this person is like in your energy, or they're watching you. Okay, kind of like when you want to forget someone because, I don't know, like you're confused about, because with the moon card I almost want to say like you might be very confused about a connection in your life, or about a meeting, or about a date that you had with someone. Okay, you could be confused about it, okay, or you could be confused about your current partner if you are in a connection right now, and you could feel like the connection is going to shit, to be honest with you. But I almost want to say, we're going to talk about that later, okay, because I want to say like this person is like doing something behind the scenes, okay, like this. Like I'm picking up the energy where someone is like planning to propose to you with the ring card. Look at the energy here. Okay, for some of you guys, if you are in a connection right now, you could have noticed that your partner is keeping secrets, or they're lying, but they could literally be lying about like that they look for apartments, or that they're lying about like looking kind of like where they go to a jewelry store to look for a ring for you, but they lied to you where they were, and you think they might be cheating on you, or they might be doing something behind the scenes, but all they do behind the scenes is either look for an apartment for you guys to move into, and they don't tell you about it yet. Like they're planning something behind the scenes. So someone could be planning like they want to ask you if you want to move in with them, okay, or something about they're thinking about asking you out, or they're thinking about like proposing to you, but they might not say it out loud yet. It's kind of like in their brain, or they think about it a lot, is what I'm picking up here. So that could also be the reason why they might be working a lot, and you might think, oh, why is this person at work all the time? And you don't know that they're working more than usual because they want to move in with you, or they want to buy a ring for you, but you think the relationship is going to shit because you don't spend that much time. But what they do is like they get money behind the scenes because they want to move in with you, or something like that is what I'm picking up here, okay? If you already are in a connection. But yeah, with the sugar baby energy here, this could be a person who oh my god, they could think that you have a sugar daddy. Like they could, for some of you guys, they could assume that you maybe have like a rich guy, or you have a rich girl that is like taking care of you, or that you only are into rich guys or rich girls, and that's why they haven't approached you yet. That's what I'm picking up here as well. That's when they assume like you might be someone's sugar baby, is what I'm picking up here, okay? For whatever reason, okay? For others of you, I feel like they could want you to become their sugar baby, kind of like where they are financially well off. Okay, here's the plot twist. They could be financially well off, okay, and they want you to be their sugar baby, kind of like where they want to take care of you financially and stuff like that. But maybe, how can I explain that energy? Do you know what I'm being brought to? I'm being brought to Aladdin, where Aladdin falls in love with Jasmine, right? And then he sees her and he thinks, oh my God, she's from the palace, she's a princess and stuff like that. She would never be interested in me. And then he goes to the genie and then he wishes to become wealthy, right? And then when he does become wealthy and he does become a prince, all of a sudden Jasmine doesn't like him anymore because he's cocky and stuck up. So there could even be an energy where you met someone and you initially felt a spark, and then all of a sudden they became very cocky and like very arrogant. Like it was a switch, kind of like, I didn't, in the beginning you were cool, but all of a sudden you became like arrogant and like you're cocky and stuck up, or you started to talk about your money and shit like that, and I don't give a shit about that. This could also be significant here, where they have noticed like they cannot like impress you with their finances or their money or something like that, and it makes them a little bit like insecure because that's what they always have done. But the whole situation with you is different, kind of like where they feel like they effed up because they talked too much about material stuff, and now they feel like but they didn't do that because that's really who they are. They just thought they need to impress you. Do you see where I'm coming from? So this could also be a person that is financially well off, or they're rich, or they do well, and they feel like they kind of like effed up a little bit because they were too cocky, or they were bragging or flexing too much, and they kind of like misjudged you, that you are into stuff like that even though you're not. Now they feel like they have to reintroduce themselves and show you who they really are. Do you know what I mean? That's the vibe that is coming through here as well. Okay, so this could also be a person, they want you to be their sugar baby, but they've noticed that you are independent and you don't like shit like that for some of you guys, or the way they approach you was like, I don't know, cheap, even though there are, do you know what I mean? Like something like that is what I'm picking up here, okay? Where they feel like they want you to be their sugar baby, but they also feel like you're not into that kind of stuff. So now they are like confused, or now they think like, you know, what else can I do to like make her mine? That's what I'm hearing, okay? They think that, or I don't know. Could be just their own like fear. Okay, let's see, who is this person that is watching my collective? What is going on here? If it's a female, she has big boobies. Okay, we also have here, this person drives a red car, so this person could be driving a red, see, something about the color red, they either wear red, or something about a red rose, they're going to give a red rose to you on your first date, or like, I don't know, something like that, or they're going to send a rose emoji to you in the chat, or something like that, or the color red. Oh my God, it says they'll give a gift to you. Didn't that, see? Okay, it says they'll give you a gift. So this could be a person that already gave you something for free and you felt a spark, but you didn't want to be like delusional. Like only because he gave me a gift doesn't mean that he's into me. That's the vibe. For others of you, someone is planning to give a gift to you, or someone wants to gift you something. Yeah, I'm literally seeing someone here. Someone is literally thinking about like wooing you, or like being romantic with you, like, and like asking you to go on a date, and they would actually come with a rose to the date. As corny as it sounds, like you make them corny, like you make them think about corny things, like something about like where they're maybe not usually the type to be corny or romantic, but you make them feel corny, you make them feel romantic, where they want to come, they could be thinking about stuff like that, like coming with a rose or something like that to your date, or gifting you a rose. You guys know when you are like in a coffee at a restaurant, and there's like sometimes people passing, and then they're like, do you want to buy a rose for her? Do you want to buy a rose for her? Kind of like salesmen that are like, you know, coming around or like walking around like with roses and stuff like that. They could be fantasizing about that, kind of like how they buy you a rose under the moonlight, and you guys are taking like a romantic walk by moonlight, listening to music or something like that, okay? How they walk you home is what I'm picking up here, okay? Something like that is what I'm picking up. Someone is very dreamy when it comes to you, okay? Or they had a dream where this, in their dream, this is what happened, where they bought you a rose and you guys were walking, you were dancing under the moonlight, okay, or something like that. They had like a very romantic dream of you, okay, and that's why they cannot forget you. Let's see, who is this person? I'm sweating right now. I feel like this person, when they think of you, when they think of approaching you, they get sweaty, or they get like, yeah, they get sweaty is what I'm hearing. Oh, bitch. It says your true love, future spouse, they are around you. Oh my God. Bro. Yo. Oh my god, for some of you guys, it's your future spouse. Oh my god, I can't stop grinning. Oh, I need to calm down. Shit. Oh my gosh. Again, for some of you guys, I keep picking that energy up in the last couple of readings. This could also be a new neighbor. Like, you have a weird feeling about it, but in a good way. Kind of like where there's a new neighbor and you only see this person from afar, but you find him or her cute from afar, but you have never talked face to face. So you only see them from afar, or you only think they're cute from afar. Okay, but you're wondering, like, something about them is mysterious, or something about them, yeah, something about them is mysterious is what I'm picking up. So for some of you guys, it could also be like a neighbor or someone that recently moved in close to where you live at is what I'm picking up here too, that is watching you. Okay. They could have literally watched you like pick flowers, or they could have watched you like buy flowers so they know what your favorite. Listen, this person is very like detail oriented. I feel like this person is like a little bit obsessed with you, but in the most innocent way possible. It's not like a, yeah, I think they're a little bit obsessed with you, but it's like the energy where they cannot stop watching you. They like to watch you. They like to watch what books you read. They try to get a glimpse of the book that you read. They try to get a glimpse of like the flowers that you buy, which colors they are, is what I'm picking up here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Who is this? Who is watching my collective? Let's get a few more like what they look like or whatever. They're so in love with you. I'm telling you. They could feel like it was love at first sight. Okay, or they could have felt like butterflies when they looked at you, and it's like, oh my god, what the hell's happening? I don't even know her. I don't even know him. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, they feel like they don't know you. Okay, for some of you guys, again, if it's like a secret admirer, they feel like, I don't even know her. I don't even know him. What is that? Like, what is that feeling? Oh my gosh. Pink hair. So for some of you guys, you might have pink hair. This is definitely your reading if you do have pink hair, or this person could have pink hair. This is also for my LGBTQ. Like if you are LGBTQ, they could have pink hair. Okay. Didn't Frank Ocean have pink hair at some point, or am I tripping? Yeah, I'm seeing a buzz cut with pink hair. Okay. I'm also seeing this person could have seen you at Dunkin' Donuts, or something about you buying donuts is significant here as well. Okay. This person could be dark-skinned or tropical, so they could have a tropical background, or they could be dark-skinned. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's get one or two more cards. Who is watching my collective? What is happening here? Oh my god. I can't. It says a very loud person. They scream, laugh loudly, loud car. So they could have a loud car, or they could have a loud motorcycle is what I'm picking up, because I feel like this person is quiet, so they're not loud, but I feel like they could either have like a loud car or like a loud motorcycle or something like that. Okay. It's like a quiet, like this person is quietly observing you. Let's see. Who is this person? We have here, they are curvy. So for some of you guys, if it's a female, okay, this person could be curvy that is watching you. Okay. For some of you guys, there's something happening around Halloween between you and this person is what I'm picking up here too. Okay, or something about the last time you saw them, maybe it was last Halloween, or something about, because we have the card here, energy vampire. So I feel like besides the person that you would like back or whatever, there could also be an energy vampire watching you, but who gives a shit? We don't want to talk about this. But I'm also picking up the energy here of like, I'm hearing the song, every time the moon shines, I become alive. And then in the song it says, I'm feeling strange in the night. And they could be thinking about you a lot at night. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nothing's right. So I keep hearing it, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You can run, you can't hide, but you can't escape my love. Do you see where I'm coming from? Something about where this person could even feel like they already know, their intuition is telling them that if they come too close to you, they're going to fall in love with you. So they're going to fall in love with you. So they on purpose are not trying to be too close to you, because they know they will fall in love with you and they're scared to fall in love. That's what I'm hearing here too. Okay, so this could also be a person where you have noticed that this person is running away from you, or they're like trying not to have eye contact with you, or they break up the eye contact with you all the time, is what I'm picking up here too. Okay, but in the song it says, I hope I know I smell her sick, and I know I will find her soon, soon, soon. So for some of you guys that maybe saw you smoking a cigarette or whatever, okay, I smell her sick, and I know I will find her soon, soon, soon. And then in the song he says, she's gonna help me with my fate, and I hope it's not too late. Okay, so yeah, they feel like there was something fated about them, like seeing you or meeting you, or maybe they even overheard a conversation that you had with someone. You could have even talked about energy, vampire energy, or you could have talked about like, you either talked about Halloween, or you talked about energy, vampire energy, or you talked about like, be careful who you trust or something like that. And they overheard that conversation. You maybe have not even noticed them because you talked to your friends. For some of you guys, I'm telling you, you were like full-blown in a conversation on a phone. You were like on your phone, or you were talking to a friend, or you were like super like focused on like creating art or something like that, or drawing or whatever. Okay, so you didn't notice that they like listened to your conversation. I think this person overheard a conversation. For some of you guys, you could have talked about energy, vampire energy, and how to protect yourself, how to protect your energy, or how not to trust everybody or something like that. Okay, if you know you recently had a conversation like that with someone, this person saw you there. Okay, let's see, who's this person? For some of you guys, this person is born in the month of June. This person could also have an eye on you since the month of June. And for some of you guys, this person could also have brunette hair, because I'm about to say blonde hair, but I forgot to mention, like one of the cards said it could also be a brunette, like especially if she's female, she could be like a brunette female or like a blonde female. Okay, but yeah, for some of you guys, this person could either be born in June, or they have seen you or watched you since the month of June. Okay, that I'm talking about that is watching you. We also have blonde curls, so this could be a person with blonde curls. Okay, oh my god, it says they will ask you for your name soon. So this person is going to ask you for your name soon. So for some of you guys, it's a complete stranger, and they're going to ask you for your name soon. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing the song, oh, you mean so much to me, and I don't even know your name, but I know that I'm your man. You are my girl. If I ever meet you, I'ma give you the world. Baby, please believe me when I tell you that I need a girl. So come on, pretty lady, won't you holler back? I need a girl. I'ma tell you what I need. I need a girl that's gonna be my baby. So in the song, they are at the beach, and I think they're playing volleyball. So I don't know, maybe you guys play volleyball, or they saw you at the beach, or they saw you playing volleyball, is what I'm picking up here too. One last card. Who's this person? It says roses, so they could have tattoos of roses, or they could have a tattoo of a palm tree, or something about roses and palm trees, or something like that, or you have a tattoo of a rose, or roses or palm trees. Okay, and they've seen your tattoo, or it's just a confirmation that this is definitely your reading. Okay, I'm telling you, something like that. Okay, for some of you guys, it's a bartender. Okay, for some of you guys, it could be a bartender, and it says they invite people to their party. So they could be inviting you to a party very soon, or a gathering very soon. Okay, yeah, this person has an eye on you. Okay, now let's find out a little bit more what they think of you, or what's going on. Like, why are they so attracted to you? Okay, I might have to extend this reading on Patreon. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna use my own oracle deck, and that oracle deck can be very, do you say explicit? Like, it can be very like sexual, if you know what I mean. So I might extend this reading on Patreon. But we will see. Let me just clean up the table a little bit here. Okay. I just want to get one or two more cards who this person is. Who is this person that is watching my collective? What do they do for a living? What is their job? Okay. For some of you guys, they could be working with children. Okay. So they could be working with children. Who is this person that is watching? Okay, this could also be a journalist, is what I just heard. They could work for a newspaper, or they could be a journalist, or they could be like, yeah, this could be a person that writes for a magazine, or that works for a magazine, or they work for a newspaper, or they work for some type of like newspaper, is what I'm picking up here. Okay. For others of you, they could work at a casino, not for everybody. They could work at an arcade, not for everybody. Okay. They could work at a play store. Like I'm being brought to like stores where you can buy like games for a PlayStation. Okay, so they could also work at a play store or like at a game store. I don't really know what that means. Okay, play store, game store, something like that. Okay. What do they do for a living? Yeah, they could be working at a mall. This person could work at a mall. And that's why they always see you, because they work at the mall and you frequently go to that mall, is what I'm picking up here too. Okay. This person could also babysit a child. And that's why they see you all the time, because the child that they babysit, their family lives close to where you live at. There's something going on with like a home here. Like this person can watch you because you always are in their hood, or they're always in your hood. Like they're always around you because they live where you are at, or you are at where they live. Okay, one more. Who is this person? What do they do for a living? For some of you guys, this person could be a dancer, could be a dance teacher, they could be a dancer. Okay, this person could also be a cheerleader, or they used to be a cheerleader. But yeah, for most of you guys, didn't we talk about dancing energy? For some of you guys, this person either goes to a dance class, or they saw you at a dance class. Talk about their profession. Okay, so they could work at a dance school or something. About they teach ballet, they teach break dance, they're somehow like a dancer. Okay. Or they attend competitions. I don't know what that means. So this could also be a person that like they box, they do boxing matches, or they attend competitions somehow, some way. What do they do for a living? For some of you guys, they could also work with pets. Like they could work at a pets doctor, animal doctor. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Oh my god, yeah, I'm hearing animal doctor. They could also work, oh my god, for some of you guys, do you know what I'm being brought to? I'm just going to tell you about it. There's this one makeup... what is his name? There's this one guy that does makeup, and he has a twin brother. So this person could also have a twin brother or a twin sister that has their eyes on you. And he met his man, like his future spouse, because they recently got married, or they are about to get married. They met at Disneyland, and for some reason when I look at this card I see Disneyland here. So I'm telling you, this person could work with children, okay, or something about where they could also work in the entertainment industry, where they entertain people somehow, some way. For others of you, what am I picking up here? There's something about where they work at they work at some type of like place where people have fun at, like it's a fun place to be at, or children go there to have fun. Okay, or it's just a fun place to be at. Okay, people go there to have a good old time, if that makes sense. Okay, that's where they work at, or that's what they do for a living. Okay, because it also looks like a fair or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm being brought to, they could literally work at Disneyland, or at some type of like place where I'm also hearing like a, what is it called? Like a park, like a, what do you call that? Like a water park, your spirit guides say, for some reason it's a water park, some type of like park, okay, some type of like entertainment park, like a water park, or like a, you guys know what I mean, right? That could be something that they do for a living, or something like that. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like they are about to either ask you for your number, they are about to text you or call you if you did exchange numbers, but for some reason maybe they told you like they cannot talk to you right now, or they have a lot on their plate right now, because we have the separation card here. So if it's a person from, you already had this magical encounter. For others of you, you are about to have this magical encounter, or for others of you, this person already felt this magical energy about you, but you didn't see them. Like you were like too focused on other stuff, so you didn't see him or her. For others of you, already had that magical encounter with a stranger. Okay, and yeah, they could have told you like they have to travel somewhere, or they're gonna be busy, or like I don't know what this is. So they kind of like where they purposefully like took a step back, or they purposefully stopped communicating with you. Because I'm hearing the song, I just can't get you out of my head. So they could have felt like they need to stop talking to you because they need to focus on something in their career. But even when they're not talking to you, they still think about you 24/7. So the whole thing of like, let me not talk to my collective did not work. They cannot stop thinking about you. They even feel like it has gotten worse. Like not talking to you made it even worse. Like where they think about you even more, it made it worse, not better. So now they feel like they need to find out why they think about you so much. Like they need to find out if it's just I think they need to find out. They feel like they need a full circle moment with you. And I don't know what that means. Again, fathers of you, this is a person that is watching you from afar, and they could have felt like they don't want to approach you because they think you're just into rich guys or rich, girls, or maybe they were assuming that you have a boyfriend. So they could have watched you from afar for a couple of weeks thinking that they eventually would see your boyfriend, or your boyfriend would eventually like pick you up, or like you would eventually like somehow bring your boyfriend or your girlfriend around. So they notice that there's no boyfriend or no girlfriend around you, and then now they feel like, no, I need to know, like I need to ask, like I need to know. I don't know what this is, but their intuition is telling them, like they lay in bed at night and they cannot stop thinking about you, and it's like it drives them crazy. I'm hearing it drives them crazy, like they need to know because it drives them nuts, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, for some of you guys, this person has not yet approached you because they could have had family issues. Like they feel like they need some type of closure, or they need to know. Like they cannot just watch you from afar, they need to know. Like something like that is what I'm picking up here. Okay, oh yeah, I wanted to say, because we have the card here, family issues, it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So they could have had some issues with their parents, kind of like where right as they met you. Okay, because I feel like this person has been watching you for at least a week or whatever. Okay, or they have seen you more than once. Okay, or again, there's somehow you are frequently at where they are at, but you haven't noticed them yet, because I feel like wherever you go, you work on something, or you are focused on something, or you're doing something that where you kind of like blur out your surroundings. Like your surroundings are not fully in your focus, like because you're focused on something else. So I'm picking up the energy here where they did not approach you yet, or when they met you for the first time, or they saw you for the first time, or whatever. Could even be an online dating app. Okay, you already matched, but they didn't text you yet. Okay, they had some type of like, there was some type of stuff going on behind the scenes with their parents. Maybe there was like their parents got divorced all of a sudden, and it was like a huge shock in their family, and all of a sudden they had to go to family meetings, and like kind of like where their auntie was trying to reconcile the dad and the mom, and then they were like somehow involved in the drama. So they felt like the timing was super duper shitty, kind of like where they met you around the time where there was some type of family issues going on. Maybe they had family issues with a baby mama or a baby daddy about their child, if they do have children. Okay, that could be another reason why someone could have like kind of like where there was like a strong connection between you and someone, and then all of a sudden they vanished, and they were all of a sudden hiding. But they could have been hiding because of like family issues. Okay, something about their parents, something about their dad is what I'm picking up here too. Something about all of a sudden they were in a fight with a dad, and then this and that happened, and this and that happened, and all of a sudden, do you know what I'm being brought to? I'm just going to tell you about it. I recently saw a video of this one lady. She does funny shorts. Maybe you've seen that. Maybe it's significant that I say that. She talked about how she had a fallout with her dad because this is such a sad story for some of you guys, but this could literally be connected where their dog recently died, and they felt like absolute shit. Like they could not, like they saw you, they were like interested in you, but they could not, they felt like shit. They looked like shit and they felt like shit because their dog died. Okay, for some of you guys. But she talked about how she had a fallout with her dad because her dad was supposed to take care of her dog, and then he didn't take good care of the dog, and he was like not protecting the dog from some type of danger, and then the dog, like, unfortunately, didn't. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about it. And she said ever since that day she doesn't talk to her dad anymore. So they could have also had like issues like that, kind of like where they had a huge fight with a dad or a huge fight with a mom, and the timing was completely off when it comes to meeting you. Okay, something like that. But I do feel like they could have even met you, or they could have even seen you on a day that was very dark for them. Like it was a very dark day in their life, and you were like, they're like a light, or when they looked at you, they felt like a spark in their soul, but they couldn't fully explore it because it was a dark day for them. Do you see where I'm coming from? Again, fathers of you, if this has not yet happened, this person is like watching you, but they could have seen you for the first time on a dark day, or like on a gloomy day, or something like that. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like they are about to communicate to you, or they are about to like come to you. So let's get a few more cards what this is about. Okay, because the 10 of Pentacles, the Moon card, the King of Pentacles, yeah, they could have also felt very insecure about like thinking that you only are into rich guys or rich girls. Maybe they have seen you with a rich guy or with a rich girl. They could have literally seen you coming home from a date with a rich guy or a rich girl or whatever, and then they felt like, oh, you know, I lost my chance or whatever. Before they could approach you, you were like all of a sudden going on a date with someone. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Let's get a few more cards. If others of you, spirit guides want you to know you calling and your soulmate is already in the works. This person already is around you. They're already watching you, or they already have seen you somewhere. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Let's see. But you didn't notice them is what I'm picking up here. Okay, let's see. What does my collective need to know about their love life? What is happening? We have the Ace of Swords. What does my collective... Yeah, see? This person, someone is daydreaming about you. Someone is daydreaming about you. Okay. 3 of Pentacles. Group date. And then one more card, please. Yeah. Some of you guys, I'm telling you, they have seen you like slurping on lemonade. Okay. I'm hearing, girl, you're so sexy. Everybody should see your body. Yeah. Girl, you're so sexy. Everyone should see you. Everyone should see you in the open. Baby, open up for me. Didn't we talk about the dog energy here? Okay, they could have also seen you walking your dog. Okay, at a park. We talked about it, right? The park energy here. What is that energy about? 3 of Pentacles. Let me see. For some of you guys, they're super interested in what you work at. Like you could be working at something and they could have seen or gotten glimpses of what you work at, or that you write on something, and they're like super like curious about what you work at, or like what kind of art you create, or what you do, like something about a hobby that you do, and they're super like curious about it. They always try to get a glimpse whenever they do see you, or they are like somewhere like around you. They do try to get a glimpse of like what you do or something like that. Okay. Can you clarify the 3 of Pentacles? They could be asking you soon to go on a group date with them. And if you are in my Patreon, we talked about it already, right? Pile number 3 in the last Spirit Guide message picker card reading, where I talked about a double date, a group date. We talked about it already. Okay, if you chose pile number 3 in the Patreon reading, okay, with the red dress. Oh, maybe they also have seen you in a red dress. Oh, did you recently wear a red dress? If you did, they saw you. If you did, they saw you. Okay. Let's see. What is this group date energy about? So yeah, they could be asking you soon to go on a group date with them, like where they want to go on a date with you, but it's gonna become a double date because another person also wants to go on a date or something like that. Okay, like where their friend also wants to go on a date with someone, so it might as well go on a group date together. Okay, or they will be soon approaching you and they will ask you for if you can help them with a project. Okay, they might want to have your opinion, your feedback, what you think about the article that they wrote, what you think about the music that they produced, what you think about like the painting that they painted. Okay, they could be coming to you and asking you like, hey, what do you think about it? Like, what would you change? Or like, what do you see when you look at this art piece? Okay, that's what I'm picking up here too. Yeah, they could be trying to like keep calm. Like every time they are around you, they get so nervous. Like I'm seeing literally a person who like they see you, then they want to approach you, and then they turn around. Like that could be the reason why we talk about the runaway energy, right? The runaway bride, or like this energy of like you can run and you can't hide. Like every time they want to come to you, and then they turn around because they get like sweaty or something like that, or they get nervous, or they get like anxiety, they cannot breathe and stuff like that. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? And they tell themselves like they need to chill, like they need to be a little bit more calm before they like approach you. Okay, so they could be focusing on like not feeling so nervous right now, or kind of like they could be practicing deep breathing is what I'm picking up here. Okay, not to get so nervous around you. Okay, they don't want to embarrass themselves and like stutter and shit like that. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, let me see what's happening here. They could have even felt like, or they could have even had like the, how do you call it? They could have even had like the, they could have tried to look if you also have a hickey on your body, kind of like where they want to know if you are like taken. So they could have like tried to look if you have a hickey, if they were close enough to see you or something like that. Okay, because it says, I'll give you a hickey to let everybody know you're mine. I licked it so it's mine. Okay, so they could have tried to see if there's a hickey on your body. I'm telling you, they're like literally scanning you, like to know, or maybe they've seen you like with a bouquet of flowers and they didn't know if you got them from someone or if you bought them for yourself. Okay, interesting energy here. Okay, my collective need to know about their love life. Oh my god, it says, stop reading my mind, I feel naked, telepathy. So they could be trying to talk to you telepathically. That's why you have dreams of a man that you don't know, because they saw you somewhere, or that's why you have dreams of a woman that you don't know, or something about maybe you already had a conversation with them and they felt like you were reading their mind. Yeah, I'm hearing the song Psychic by Chris Brown. Okay, what does he say in the song? Hold on, let me actually, where's my phone? Oh, my phone is right here. Okay, so if you already had a conversation with this individual, they could have felt like it was telepathy, or you somehow knew what they were thinking, or like, I'm telling you, this is also connected to like if they overheard a conversation between you and a friend. They felt like what you said was exactly what they needed to hear, but how could you know? Like, you guys are strangers. Do you know what I mean? It's like something about where they feel like there's telepathy, or there's like a psychic connection, or like a telepathic connection between you and them. Because I'm hearing the song Psychic by Chris Brown. Or they feel like, that's a coincidence, or like, what a coincidence. They feel like there's some type of like coincidence connected to you. Okay. He says, girl, you're psychic, don't be looking at me sideways, girl, you psychic, it's your life, your way, I know you're psychic, stop looking at me sideways. I want to know how she know, and how she's reading my mind. She catches me every time. She might be psychic, but I like it. She knows about them other girls, but she's still on my mind, you see? So this person is like, they are surrounded by other women or other men, but they feel like they cannot get you out of their fucking head, okay? And in fact, they're even frustrated about it. Like, what is it about? Like, why do I feel so drawn? What is going on? Okay. It says, her third eye is always on. Wait, her third eye is always on me. Might be psychic, but I like it. Okay, so they could have even seen that something about you, maybe you were wearing or doing something that made them believe that you are psychic. Maybe you read a book about the third eye, or you were listening to meditation music, something about where they feel like, I'm hearing a spiritual baddie. They feel like you are a spiritual baddie. Okay, they could even have fantasies of being with a spiritual woman, or they always wanted to be with a highly spiritual woman or a highly spiritual man. So they feel like you are a spiritual baddie. That's what I just heard. Okay, let's see. For some of you guys, there could be something happening between you and them the next full moon, which the next full moon is on the 18th of September. Okay, because with the moon card is very significant here. Like, it really shines in my face, that moon card. So something could be happening with the next full moon. Okay, will they approach you around the next full moon, or you will know who I'm talking about around the next full moon, because you're going to notice that someone is staring at you around the next full moon, and it's them. Okay, Let's see. I feel like they have been trying to like hide that they're watching you, or they have been trying to hide that they have a crush on you. Okay, not to, because I don't want to. They don't want to embarrass themselves or whatever. Let's see. What does my collective need to know about their love life? What is going on? Okay, yeah, for some of you guys, if they do know your Instagram or whatever, they keep looking at your pictures. This person is looking at your pictures all the time. Okay, they could have even seen you on a day where you didn't wear any makeup, your hair was messy, so they could have seen you multiple times. Like one time you were dolled up, or you were like looking good and fresh and stuff like that, and then another day you were like, your hair was messy and stuff like that, and you didn't have makeup on. Okay, is what I'm picking up here too. Yeah, they're obsessed with you. I cannot show you the card, okay, but they're like, hold on, let me actually see if I can. Okay, look at him. Do you see that? Like his eyes are about to fall out. Okay, they cannot stop watching you. They feel like it's an obsession. They cannot stop watching you, and they don't know why. Like, why am I so, yeah, I'm hearing why you're so obsessed with me, but they feel like, why am I so obsessed with her? Why am I so obsessed with him? Like, what is it about her? What is it about him? It's kind of like, do you say fatal attraction, or they feel like it's too intense to be like, something is too intense about you, or this is too intense is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's see. Does my collective need to know about this love energy here? Okay. Does my collective need to know about this? Yeah. Let me show you the card. I have to blur it out a little bit, but see that? How he's watching them in a cave. The hermit is hiding. He's hiding in a cave. They're hiding in a cave. They could actually come out of like an isolation time where they isolated themselves a lot the last couple of months, or they could have isolated themselves because of a death. They could have isolated themselves because of like a family betrayal, or they got betrayed by family, so they isolated themselves and then they saw you. Okay, so they could be coming out of some type of isolation, but again, they could have also like watched you to know if a person around you is like, if you are like, for example, you could have been outside with your brother or whatever, and they want to figure out like if this person is your brother, or if it's like, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up here too. Okay, but yeah, they think in their mind, they feel like, I cannot sit here and think about it all the time. I need to ask. So they feel like they need to ask you. They're gonna ask you very soon, or they want to find out. They don't want to like play Sherlock Holmes anymore. They want to ask you directly, because I'm hearing it drives them crazy. Okay, one more. What does my collective need to know? What is going on? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. That's the music energy. Do you see that with the violin in the back? Okay. And we have the 3 of Wands. Yeah, something about... Look at that. So they could be approaching you in the next couple of days and weeks. But I feel like you're really going to explore this connection around autumn season, okay? But they could have watched you for a couple of weeks already, is what I'm picking up here, okay? So they could have had a crush on you for a couple of weeks already, is what I'm picking up here. But I feel like you guys are gonna explore this connection around autumn season. Or they feel like they want to wait until autumn season to approach you. I don't know why. Maybe something significant. For example, they know they're moving in autumn season, so they want to wait until autumn season before they move, before they approach you or whatever, or something like that. Okay, something about autumn season or like fall season is significant, where they feel like they want to come out of their hiding around fall season. Or again, they could be still grieving something, grieving the loss of something. Okay, but I feel like they have been watching you. They have been watching you. Okay. Let me see what's happening here. They've seen you in a dress. For some of you guys. Let me see. Because they want me to channel. Okay, for some of you guys, it was a purple dress. Purple. Somebody could be watching me from Canada. This person could be Canadian, or you are Canadian. What did the dress look like that my collective had on? Let me see. Some of you guys, it was a black dress. I'm seeing a tube dress, like with no, you know what I mean, tube. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing also a short black dress or something like that. I'm also hearing yellow, maybe with sunflowers on it, not to everybody. Or so you're buying sunflowers from a florist, or like from a flower shop. Okay, let me get one last card here. What does my collective need to know about their love life? Children. It says your love life is being affected by children. So this person could already have children. Okay. Or they work with children. Or you have children and they watched you with your child. And they felt like very drawn to your spirit guides are here. If you do have a child, they felt very drawn to your motherly energy, the way that you talk to your child. They felt like in love right away when they saw how you talk to your child and how you like play with your child or whatever. It's kind of like the instinct of a man or of a woman where they feel like this is the type of person I would want to procreate with. It's kind of like an animal that feels like it's time to mate. So do you know what I mean? So they could have a strong instinct that they want to have children with you, and they also don't know why, but it's kind of like, you know, if you think about the animal kingdom, you know, animals, like they don't talk to each other. So it's all about like maybe the scent of someone is like super alluring, or like someone's scent is like, you know, that's why they want to procreate, because of a scent. Or kind of like where like certain female animals like look for the person that they want to procreate with, because they I don't know, something about this is very much an instinct of like the genes, like where someone feels like something about you makes them feel like they want to have children with you, but it could be subconsciously, if that makes sense. Or they have a strong urge to have a family right now in this very moment. Okay, so when they see you with your child, it's like it sparks something inside of them. Do you know what I mean? Like this feeling of like I want to have a family, and then they see you with your daughter or your son. It's a spark inside of them, okay, that they feel. First of all, they find you attractive, and then they also see your fatherly or your motherly energy that you have with your child, and then they feel even more drawn to you. But it could all be happening subconsciously for some of you guys, okay? Okay, let me see what is going to happen. Let me get one more card. What is going to happen? We have the late bloomer. Okay, yeah, they're going to try to win you with the 6 of, I'm hearing challenge accepted. So this person is going to, they could even be approaching you in a place that is very crowded. Okay, next, like when they, or for the first time, they could be approaching you in a place that is very crowded. Okay. Or they would try to somehow win you. They want to catch your attention. They would start to try to catch your attention. So they could be coming in. They're going to start walking past you on purpose. They're going to start wearing stuff that is like, makes you notice them on purpose. They're going to wear a sexy cologne on purpose, you know, that you notice them. They want to get your attention now. That's what I'm picking up here. This person wants to get your attention now. So they're going to do stuff on purpose to get your attention. So if you notice, there's like a mysterious man or a mysterious woman around you, and they keep looking at you, or they keep walking past you, and you feel like, yeah, they're trying to get your attention. It's them. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Let me see. Yeah, they are about to approach you. They are about to like communicate with you. Okay, what are they gonna say? I'm curious. One more. What is this person gonna say? Okay, what is this person gonna say? Yeah, they're gonna say that they live somewhere. Look at that energy. It says the mansion. I'm also seeing la maison. So they could also have a French accent, or they could speak French. They could be telling you, yeah, I've seen you a couple of times because I live here. That's what I'm hearing. Or they could also be asking you like how you like it here, because they think about moving somewhere, kind of like where they are. For example, you live somewhere, they know where you live at because they always see you and you guys talk about it, and then you say, oh, I live here, that's why I'm here all the time. And they could be asking you like, how do you like this area? How do you like this neighborhood? Because I'm thinking about moving. That's what I'm hearing here too. Okay, they could also be telling you how they just moved to your country or your city. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here as well with the mansion. Okay, or they could be asking you about like, do you know anybody that has a room, or where I can move, because I'm looking for a new room, I'm looking for a new roommate is what I'm picking up here too. Like, let's link up. Like, if you know someone that looks for a room, guide them to me is what I'm picking up here too. But I'm also picking up the energy of like, I was just in your, something about where they say like, I see you a lot here, like, do you live here? And then you're like, no, I just do this. And then like, oh, I live here. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. So some of you guys are going to ask you for the way, kind of like where they're going to pass you with a car, and they're going to ask you like, hey, do you know how I can get there? They might even know how to get there, but they're going to ask you like, hey, do you know how to get there? Like, I'm looking for a place and I don't know how to get there. Okay, that's what they're going to ask you. That's what I'm picking up here too. That might be how they're going to start the conversation. What else am I seeing here? Okay. Yeah, something about they're going to ask for the way. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, but I'm hearing, but I keep hearing, I see you a lot around here. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm also hearing something about they're going to tell you that they just moved, and it could be true. I'm telling you, for others of you, this is a new neighbor, and they're going to introduce themselves as like, oh, I just moved here, as the new neighbor. Okay. I want to know what they're going to say. I'm too nosy. What are they going to say? Look at that. You can also see the leaves here, right? It's like autumn season, fall season. Okay. They could be saying like, oh, I'm, you know, going into town with my bike, or I've seen you riding a bike around my area, I live here, or something like that. Okay. Or they're gonna ask you like, do you need help? Like, are you looking for something? What are they gonna say to my collective? 9 of Pentacles. For some of you guys, if this is a person from the past, or if this is a person that you already had a special like spark with, but nothing took off, like there was an initial spark but nothing happened after that, they might be explaining to you like what happened behind the scenes, or where they were. Like, I mean, do you know what I'm being brought to? I'm being brought to YouTubers that post a video about like why I left YouTube for a year. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah, so for some of you guys are gonna come back and tell you why they left. Okay. That their mental health was shit ass. Okay. For some of you guys, they're gonna ask you if you like your drink, or for a drink recommendation. That's what I'm picking up here too. They're gonna ask you either like if you like your coffee, or for a recommendation what you would like order. Is what I'm picking up here too. And they might end up just sitting next to you, or like taking a seat next to you at a coffee shop is what I'm picking up here as well. Okay, let's get one last card. Okay. What does my collective need to know about their love life? For some of you guys, I don't know if you also recently moved. So if this is not a person that moved close to you, it's like you recently moved and they saw that you are new in town because they've never seen you before. This could be another thing, like you recently moved to a new country or a new city. So they noticed you because you are like a foreigner in this area or in this hood, like you're new. So they noticed that you are new. Okay, is what I'm picking up here too. Look at the card that came out. Someone is watching your relationship closely. You've been spotted together. Did I not tell you? Okay. So they've seen you with someone, and then that's why they didn't approach you or whatever. And they were like, they were wishing, or they were wishing, or they are wishing to see you again, but when you are alone, and that's when they're going to approach you. For some of you guys, I'm telling you, they could be riding a motorcycle is what I'm picking up here too. They could have seen you with your brother or whatever, and they thought like, I don't know if you guys are like in a relationship or not. Okay. What are they going to do when they approach my collective? What are they going to do when they approach my collective? What is happening? Let's see. Ooh. See, for some of you guys, I'm telling you, did I not tell you about like how they're going to ask you like for navigation? Look at look at how it is a train station. It says winter, but I don't pick up the winter energy. Look at how it says with like the train station here. Something about which train station they need to leave at, or I don't know why I'm like so, like I have to grin. What are they gonna say? Look at that, the car energy here as well. See that? They could be asking you if you need a ride because you maybe missed your bus or something like that. Okay, of course, always be careful. Okay, but that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. What are they gonna do or say to get my collective's attention? Hearing, say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running game. Say my name, you acting kinda shady, then calling me baby. Why the sudden change? Say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. When you hear that song shortly after this reading, this is definitely your reading, okay? It says, say my name, say, baby, I love you. Yeah, they want to know your name. They might even say they like how you pronounce their name. Okay, kind of like where you have an accent when you pronounce their name. Okay. They could be whispering something in your ear. They could even be whispering in your ear because wherever you are at, it's loud. So they're going to come very close to you and like tell you something in your ear. You might smell their cologne when they come close, or they might smell your perfume, and it's gonna drive them crazy. They're gonna feel like you smell so fucking sexy when they come close to your ear. Oh my gosh. They do have fantasies of like licking your ear or kissing your neck, okay? Something about they're very drawn to your neck. I'm seeing like your collarbone, your neck is what I'm picking up here. If you have tattoos on your neck, they want to know, like they want to come close enough to see what kind of tattoo you have on your neck. Ooh. Or again, they want to know if you have a hickey on. I'm telling you, they want to see if you have a hickey on you. So that could be like their tactic to see like your neck, to see if you have a hickey on you, so that they know if you are like already doing something with someone, and you know, something like that is what I'm picking up here. But yeah, they have very naughty thoughts about you, okay? They have very naughty thoughts about you. I don't want to tap too much into it, but yeah, they have like fantasies of having messy sex with you, okay? Like I don't know, they feel like they have their attraction to you, like they feel sexually so drawn to you, but it's intense. Like their body is going crazy when you are in the room. Like it's so much more intense than with other people. Like it's intense, like whatever, like they feel so sexually drawn to you that it's intense, and they want to keep their composure, they want to control it, but it's too intense is what I'm picking up here, okay? So yeah, they feel like they need to find out why, what is it. They might even feel like, is this love at first sight, or am I delusional? They feel like it was love at first sight when they saw you, but they also feel like, no, I need to meet the collective, and then I'm gonna see it was just a delusion, or then I'm gonna see that I was just delusional, or I was just lonely and I was just craving attention. But deep inside of them, they know it's not that. Deep inside of them, they know like maybe true love does exist, or maybe like love at first sight does exist, or I don't know, like maybe you can fall in love with a stranger that you don't know. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So, my collective, that's your reading. This is gonna get interesting. If you guys like my readings, but you also like the readings where I don't talk about love, the next 1 or 2 readings are not gonna be about love, okay? But yeah, this is the reading for you guys. Someone is watching you. They are about to approach you. Could be happening around the next full moon, okay? It's gonna happen. Do I want to look at the timing? Let's get 1 card, okay? Let's see. When is this person gonna approach my collective? When is this gonna happen? Okay, for some of you guys, it's within the next 2 weeks. 2 days, 2 weeks, okay? 2 days, 2 weeks. Okay, when is this person gonna approach my collective? Also be on a Sunday. I don't know which Sunday, but it could also be happening on a Sunday. I'm hearing on a random Sunday. It could be happening on a random Sunday. Okay. For some of you guys, the last time you saw this person was winter season. So you ran into the stranger winter season. I don't know which winter season, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and you're like, oh my god, he's kind of cute, you know, but then you moved on with your life is what I'm hearing. Or she's kind of cute, but then you moved on with your life or whatever because they didn't ask you for your number, whatever. Okay. And they could have recently seen you again. They feel like it's not a coincidence that they see you more than once, or they do not believe in coincidences, or they find it suspicious how often they see you, is what I'm picking up here too. Okay. So yeah, it's either happening in 2 days or 2 weeks or on a random Sunday. So this could also be a Sunday 4 weeks from now. Okay, it's going to be different for all of you. Let me get the other timing deck. Give me a moment, guys. But guys, just want you to know if this person is acting awkward or weird, it's like they're shook to the core. They're like, it intimidates them how much they crave you, and it's intense. Like they've never felt such a strong, intense sexual attraction, or they don't even know your name and they feel so strongly about you. Okay, maybe they even have, they know that they have an addictive personality where they do get addicted to things very easily. So they're very careful with stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, if they act a little awkward or weird, just know that they're like terrified, or they're like scared of like how intense the energy is, or how like, I don't know, how, yeah, they feel like you have some, yeah, I'm hearing you got some kind of control over me, kind of like where they feel like they have you have control over them. Okay, or you can control their mood or their energy, or like something like that. Okay, let's see. When is this person going to approach my collective? When is this person going to approach my collective? Okay, for some odd reason I pick up past energy. So for some of you guys, you met this person already in April, or they saw you for the first time in April. Okay, for some of you guys, they could have seen you for the first time in April. Okay, and ever since that they have a crush on you, but the crush got more intense the more often they saw you. But I don't know if you noticed them already. You could have noticed them from afar, but I feel like you were so into your own world or your own little bubble. Okay, for some of you guys, literally you met them a year ago. It says more than a year. So for some of you guys, this is a person that you met a year ago, or like 1 year ago, or last year in April you saw them for the first time, or you had like a eye contact for the first time and you thought like, oh, he is cute, she's cute, but like you didn't explore the connection. Okay, when is this person going to reach out? There could be something going on with traveling, plane. Okay, maybe you met them while you were traveling, or they could be reaching out to you around the time where you are traveling. So if you know there's a road trip that you are about to go on, or you are about to catch a flight, travel to a different country, you might be traveling right now. This could be also around the time when they are like approaching you, around the time where you catch a flight. I don't know if you catch a flight to go on vacation, or you catch a flight to go back home, or something like that. Okay, something about you could be getting a call or text from them, or like they could be approaching you while you are at an airport, or on your way to an airport. You could be how do you call it, you could be picking up a friend from an airport, is what I'm picking up here as well. If it's not you, there could be something going on with an airport. Okay, where you pick up someone from an airport, or someone is calling you to pick them up, or something like that. Okay, something about catching a flight, or catching a flight back home, or you know you are about to go on a road trip. Okay, yeah, it says in a few days. See that? Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. Let's get one last card here if there's anything that you need to know. Is there anything else that my collective needs to know about all of this? We have the 6th house here. Oh my god, it says yes. So whatever you have been thinking about, if you had how do you call it? If you had an answer in your brain that is a yes or no question, it could be a yes. If you have been thinking about doing something, it's a yes. You have been thinking about something as I'm pulling this card, or as I pull this card, it's a yes. For others of you, you will receive a huge sign. If this person really is your true love, you will receive a huge sign, kind of like where your spirit guides are going to send you a big yes, that this person is the one for you. okay, is what I'm picking up here. There could also be something going on with a Saturn placement or like a Saturn retrograde, or I don't know, something about you seeing that symbol like a planet. I don't know. I'm hearing this person could also be asking you if you want to go watch like stars with them. Or, I'm also hearing a planetarium, kind of like where you watch something about, what is that about? Something about planets. So there could be a significant retrograde here, or a significant like planet placement, or like transition here that is significant, where this person is going to reach out to you. Okay, I'm hearing when some type of like planet is moving in your chart is what I'm hearing here too. Or something about Saturn. There's a song, it's a very cryptic song. In the cryptic song, what is that song called? It's called 9 Lives or 7 Lives. It might not make sense whatsoever what I'm talking about here, but the song is called 9 Lives or 7 Lives. And then in the song he says, when Saturn makes his last round. Let me think what the lyrics is. He says, I just saw coffee beans. I don't know, someone, you could be like buying coffee beans or something about coffee beans anyway. In the song it says, when Saturn makes his last round. I think in the song he says something about like, when Saturn makes his last round. It's a super cryptic song. When Saturn makes his last round. He says, when Saturn makes his last round, I'm turning a corner and leave the tunnel. This is super freaking cryptic. I don't know what that means. Something about where you turn a corner, or you get out of a tunnel, or they could literally be approaching you while you are in a tunnel. But yeah, I'm being brought to like undergrounds, like an underground tunnel or something like that, okay? That's what I'm hearing. When Saturn makes his last round, and I really don't know what that means, but it might mean something for someone here. When Saturn makes his last round, it could also be because someone here is going through their Saturn return, or do you call it like that? Something about Saturn, and I don't know what this is. You're gonna receive a sign connected to Saturn, or like the planet Saturn, or like you're gonna see this planet when they are approaching you. I don't know, in your dreams. You could even be dreaming of a different planet in the day, or on the day when you guys are meeting. Something about a sign connected to the planet Saturn, or a different planet, okay? Or a dream of a different planet. That's how you will know they're like about to text you, or like, I don't know, you guys are going to talk about different planets or different dimensions very early on in the connection, okay? Is what I'm picking up here too. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. So your spirit guides want you to know, get ready. They are about to approach you either on a random Sunday, I don't know, like some type of like Sunday, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now. Could also be 2 days from now, 2 weeks from now. Something about Saturn. Could also be on the 6th of any month, okay? Because it says the 6th house, so it could be on the 6th of any month. I'm seeing the 21st, I'm seeing the 6th, okay? I'm seeing the 12th of any month, the 6th of any month, the 21st, which is funny because I talked about it might happen around the next full moon, right? Now the next full moon is in 2 weeks, like approximately 2 weeks, so that would make sense as well, okay? Oh yeah, one more thing, guys. In this song it says, and when Saturn makes his last round, it's time for me to go, and I turn the corner and leave the tunnel. That's what he says. Very cryptic. So it might make sense for someone here. I don't know what that means, okay? But the song talks about how a cat has 7 lives or 9 lives. Yeah, he talks about past life. In the song he talks about all his past lives, and he had like 7 past lives or something like that. So there could also be something going on with like you're gonna have a huge epiphany about your past life right before they approach you, or right before you meet them, or this is a past life relationship, or there's gonna be a weird encounter with you remembering a past life, or something about a past life energy here, okay, that you're going to feel in the air, if that makes sense, okay? Well, your spirit guides are also telling me here that they want you to meditate a lot the next couple of days and the next couple of weeks, because they want you to cleanse your energy here, guys. Okay, so if you click on this reading, there could be something going on with where it's so important for you to cleanse your body, mind, soul, and spirit from energy that you may have absorbed. Okay, so that, I don't know, kind of like where your love life is smooth and your love life is not so confusing to you, or you see certain situations clearly. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm hearing heal from your trauma so that you don't see situations. What, there's this one quote, what does it say? Hold on. It says heal from your traumas so that you see a situation for what it is and not through a filter. So that's what your spirit guides might also want you to know, that it's very important for you, because, you know, as soon as you meet someone, they also come with their own fair share of traumas. They also come with their own fair share of like insecurities and stuff like that. So at least one person in the connection has to have a clear mind and a clear head for things to work, right? So there could be an energy where your future spouse already has, because to be honest with you guys, oh my god, I actually wanted to cut off the reading here, but they're telling me to talk about it. There could be an energy where this person that is about to approach you, they could have maybe issues with anxiety, panic attacks. They could have issues with sometimes being mentally confused. So one of you guys has to be mentally like very clear-minded. Didn't it say, the song Psychic said her third eye is always on? So there could be a strong energy here where it's very important for you to cleanse your third eye all the time, the next couple of days and the next couple of weeks, or as you are like entering this connection, because this person could be dealing with anxiety, panic attacks, or they're not that grounded. Do you know what I mean? They could be going through certain challenges mentally where there's like a fog around them, or like something shook them to their core. Maybe they had a very bad experience lately, such as a dog dying. You know what I mean? So they're not fully grounded in the moment. Do you know what I mean? So they're gonna be like, they might come a little bit with a nervous energy to you. So it's very important for you to be like as clear-minded as possible, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, kind of like where you ground the connection with your calm energy, and you ground the connection with like you cleansing your chakras, because it says cleanse your energy. Thoughts and feelings that are not yours must be purged. So it could be very important for you the next couple of days, or before they approach you, before they come to you, to really cleanse your energy, to really meditate a lot, or to cleanse your chakras, or to do a spell where you cleanse your energy, to do a cleansing spell, if that makes sense, so that you see things clearly. Do you see where I'm coming from? Because this person could already come to you with an anxious energy, but I feel like it's circumstances around them, okay, where they go, again, something could have recently happened that shook them to their core, and you're going to ground them back, meaning you're going to help them to come back into reality, or to ground them back into being here, you know. So your spirit guides want you to know, very important for you to kind of like meditate a lot more the next couple of days, cleanse your chakras, cleanse your energy a lot more, maybe do a lot more spells to cleanse your energy. Salt baths is very significant here, okay, again, because they could come to you with a anxious energy. They don't do that on purpose. It's not their fault. It's just like the stuff that is happening in their life that makes them anxious, or it's kind of like where two anxious people come together. Someone here has to have a clear head, okay, is what I'm picking up here, or something about that you're patient with them, okay, because your spirit guides are telling you this connection is a blessing, but you know, this person is not going to be perfect. I feel like they have some type of like, they could have insomnia, they could be sleep deprived, they could have insomnia. What is their issue? Let's get one or two more cards. What's going on with them? So they could have insomnia, they could be sleep deprived, okay. That's why your spirit guides also said don't judge a book by its cover. Or they could have health issues, panic attacks, that maybe have nothing to do with you. And that could be another reason why they did not approach you, because they feel like they don't want to burden you with like their health issues, is what I'm hearing, okay. So yeah, your spirit guides are telling you this person is still healing. Oh my god, yeah, this person, they're gonna approach you, but they're still healing. They could be healing from a loss, they could be healing from a toxic relationship that they just got out of, you know. They could be healing, what is that song called? I know you got your reasons, yeah, I know the meaning. I know you're still healing, baby, but you're still appealing. Hope you don't think I'm reaching, but I got feelings to the ceiling. Okay, so you could notice that they're still healing from something, okay? Or something about, I know you're still healing, baby, but you're still appealing, okay? Or they're gonna say that to you, kind of like where they're gonna be patient with you because they feel like you are still healing from something, okay? That's what they might even say to you, kind of like where you maybe open up about something that shook you to your core, and you say, oh, I cannot trust people, or it's hard for me to talk, or this or that. They're going to understand you, or they might want you to open up about how you're still healing. Okay, you know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is it's going to make you even more appealing to them that you're still healing, kind of like that you don't hide your pain, or that you are so self-aware. They find it very attractive, kind of like a spiritual baddie that is healing herself, that is healing himself, and it's very attractive to them, okay, that you are like focused on healing yourself. They find it very attractive, okay? So don't hide that aspect of you is what I'm hearing, okay? Because when you open up about still healing, it's gonna help them to not misinterpret certain things. Do you know what I mean? Like when you say, I'm still healing, I'm still growing, I'm still getting over something here, it allows them to understand you better. So they understand certain actions that you do, and they don't misinterpret it as you don't like them or you don't want them. So it's very important for you to open up about how you're still healing from something, okay? Or that you open up the topic about like healing or what they are healing from and stuff like that, so that you understand that they're, because you guys could be meeting where you're both healing from something. This could be physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, okay? What is going on with them? What is the give yourself time? Okay, we have the Three of Wands here and the Star card. There's something going on with, they could be still healing. I don't know if it's you or I don't know if it's them. Now with the Hierophant, someone could also be healing from dealing with toxic religious people, or something about like something bad that happened at a church. I don't know if it's you or I don't know if it's them. So something about like something traumatizing that is connected to the church or connected to religion, okay? Or something about a very bad trip, like I saw someone commenting that they had a very bad trip in one of the last readings. So if this applies to you, talk to this person about it, like don't hide it, because then they can understand your psyche better, and then they're not gonna think one thing even though it's another thing, okay? So yeah, something traumatic happening while traveling could be significant here. Guys, I'm also hearing this person, the reason why they deal with anxiety or insomnia or nightmares or something is because they have something around them, kind of like they have something around them that is working against them behind their back. And that's the reason why they feel anxious. So basically their anxiety is telling them something is not right. You guys know, like sometimes anxiety makes no freaking sense, right? Sometimes you are anxious for no goddamn reason, and other times your anxiety is telling you that something is up in the air. So there could even be an energy where this person actually has psychic abilities, but they don't know. Okay, listen, for some of, yes, your spirit guides are here. Oh my gosh, okay, your spirit guides are here. For some of you guys, this person that is about to approach you, that feels so drawn to you, they might actually have psychic abilities, but they don't know how to use those psychic abilities. So then it becomes anxiety and nightmares. So maybe, for example, they are feeling something in the air, so their intuition is trying to tell them something, but they cannot fully tap into it, and that's why they lay in bed awake the whole night. It is because their body is not resting, because they're trying to, this is, oh my gosh, for some of you guys, you might unlock their psychic abilities. Like once you guys are like in a connection or whatever, you might kind of like unlock their psychic abilities, because they could have psychic abilities, but they're like kind of like going in the wrong direction. Like they have nightmares, or like they have anxiety, but the anxiety is actually like warning them, but they don't understand it. Do you see where I'm coming from? So the other reason why they could have like anxiety, panic attacks and stuff like that could be there's definitely at least one person around them that cannot be trusted. They have a rat around them. So that's the reason why they might even be short of breath. They might even tell you like, sometimes I cannot breathe properly. That's the vibe that is coming through here. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like you're going to introduce them into like, oh, I think your intuition is trying to tell you something. Like maybe your nightmare is trying to tell you something, but there is a person around them that is working against them behind their back. And that's the reason why they have anxiety. So it's not like their natural state. It's like their body warning them, or their body telling them not to be around someone. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here too. Okay, or again, they could literally have a number one enemy at work. Okay, and you guys know like the whole fight between Kendrick and like Drake. They could have something similar happening in their life where they somehow fight someone at work, or there's like a number one enemy energy at their workplace or in their career. And that could also be the other reason why they're stressed all the time, or like why this anxiety is like looming around them, or it's kind of like around them like a cloud. It's not really them, it's just the circumstances that are surrounding them. Okay, so you could be meeting them when they're vulnerable, they're close to tears, they're very vulnerable, or you are very vulnerable, or your spirit guides want you to open up about how you feel vulnerable at this time. Again, it's going to be eye-opening to them. They're going to understand you better, and there's going to be less communication issues, or there's going to be less misunderstandings. Okay, if you do that. That's what I'm picking up here. But again, I'm hearing, I know you got your reasons. Yeah, kind of like where they know what your reasons are for certain things and they don't misinterpret it. I know you got your reasons. Yeah, I know the meaning. I know you're still healing, baby, but you're still appealing. Okay, so don't feel like you need to hide that you're still healing, because it's actually going to be more appealing to them, or it's going to make them feel secure in the connection that you do open up about certain things that you're healing from. Because again, they're not going to misinterpret certain things, so don't feel like you need to come across perfect and preppy. You coming across perfect and preppy is actually going to make them it's going to make them feel pressured to be perfect, and then they're going to feel like they're not good enough for you. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. Not that they're like super insecure where you have to like tiptoe around them. That's not what I'm talking about. It's just like a very, very vulnerable time in their life, if that makes sense. It's not who they really are. They're just at a very vulnerable stage in their life, and I don't know why. Okay, but you're gonna find out why. Okay, one more thing, this person that has a crush on you, they could also be a CEO or a boss, or they could already have children. For some of you guys, this person already has children. Okay, for others of you, this could also be a person that runs their own business. They could be self-employed, they could be a CEO, they could be they could be running a business or something like that, or it could be in a position of authority. This could also be a person that is from a cold climate. Okay, so their background could be from like a cold climate, like Scandinavian, I think you would say. Not for everybody, of course. For others of you, this could be a person that either reminds you of your dad, or maybe if you have a departed dad, your departed dad was sending this person to you, or is sending this person to you, or they already have children, because we have the Ice King here. So the Ice King energy talks about like a father figure, so they could already have children. Okay, whether or not it's a female or a masculine, they could already have children. Not for everybody. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. I hope you like this reading. Get ready, something is about to happen. Okay, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.